Hey everyone, I'm going to show you the Mineralize SPF foundation, the new cream one that MAC came out with today. And it comes in the same packaging as the Studio Tech, so it looks like that. There's a sponge underneath, and there's little air holes there so your sponge can breathe. And on the top part, if I can get to it here, is the foundation. When you get it, it comes with a little silver foil that's on top there so this doesn't dry out. So keep in mind that you need to keep these containers closed really tight and that they will dry out over time. So it's probably a good idea to use them up, fairly quickly. Okay, so this foundation, I got the color NC25. I tried it a couple of days ago. It is about a medium coverage. I'll just rub my finger in there and show you. I don't know if this is going to help, but and it's really creamy in consistency. You can build it up by adding more. So it does give a really nice coverage and it does have a nice feel and everything. My only complaint about this foundation is that it doesn't seem to dry on my face. It seems to just feel really wet, and a lot of you may like that. I know that there's a lot of ladies that put their foundation on and don't powder and that type of thing, but it doesn't give an overly shiny effect or anything. It is kind of, it doesn't look wet, but it just feels wet. And for the ladies that like Pro Lumiere and those type of moisture foundations, you may like this. I tend to go for foundations that are long-lasting foundations, so they're quite dry on the skin. Like it doesn't feel like you have products sitting on there. It just feels like almost like if you've rubbed up against something, it will just kind of all come off. I mean, I like the look of it, but I just don't like the way it feels when it's on my face. So I will try this out a few more times, a few different ways, and I can keep you updated. But for now, it's not really my thing, but some of you may really like this. Yeah, I also got the new brush that came out with it as well. And this one is the 130, and it's a really short, it's round. You can see that. And the bristles are really short, and then the dual fiber ones are really short too. Now, I've heard a lot of people asking what this brush is like, if they haven't been able to see it in real life yet. So I have a few other ones here I'm just going to compare for you. So first of all, this is the MAC 187, which is the big dual fiber brush, and you can see it's a really huge difference in size. Again, this is a round one like that, and this is the 188, which is just the smaller version of the 187. So let's put them all three together, and all round again. MAC has another one. I think this may have been limited edition, I'm not sure. It's the 131, and this brush has longer fibers, and it's also, this part is pinched, so it's a flat brush, not round, if you can see what I mean there. And from the top you can see what I'm talking about. It's the pinched here, so it's flat. So that's the difference between the 130, what was it, 131 and the 130. And I'll also compare it to the 109, which is this one here, size-wise. So it's a little bit smaller than the 109. 109 is round on the top, and there's the size there, if you can see. So I used this brush to put on the Mineralize foundation, and it does a good job with putting it on and blending it in. I just feel like this brush, to me, the 188, is more useful because it's a little bit bigger, and I just, this is such a small area, if you can see. I mean, it does a really nice job, it does, but I kind of like to just smack it on and get out the door. So the 187 to me is a little bit too big. The 188, I find, out of probably all of these brushes, I would go with the 188 because it's the most versatile. This one can be used for foundation, it can be used for cream blush, highlighter, all kinds of things. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody if you are looking for information on this brush. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you later.